Hey everyone, I want to just give you an update on Product Pathways. As you can see behind me, you can see all this. I'm hard at work with it all, and we are progressing. As some of you might know, I silently launched Product Pathways about a year ago, and I launched the site really as a MVP, try and get it out there, and just really test the market and see if the value proposition resonates, and to see whether I get any just emails and pre-sign-ins. It was a silent launch. I didn't promote it. I just put it out there. I put maybe some links onto my LinkedIn and my bio and a few other little bits and pieces around with my blog, but just to really test the water. I wasn't pushing it hard. I definitely wasn't trying to push any marketing around it or really try and push it. Just purely testing the water. I wanted to do this whilst in the background working to build out those first lot of courses that I'll be launching on the site. And if I wasn't going to get any interest during that time, I would just stop the courses and I would pivot and try and focus on something else. I started getting signups organically pretty quickly, so it was landing. I even had some people reach out to me and tell me that it was really resonating with them, and they were really keen and basically asking for me when it was going to be live and when things were actually going to be happening. So I started to really validate it. I got 300 signups pretty quickly over the last 12 months and even more, and that's further validated the value proposition for me. However, something totally unintended and unexpected happened last year in 2022 for me. It ended up being the busiest year with client work, speaking, workshops, everything that I've ever had in my working career. It has been mental. On top of that, here in Australia, borders opened and I ended up back on a plane again, overseas, running workshops in person with people, and that just made it really hard to record anything. It was fantastic to do all those things in person again, but it really detracted away from my plan and really trying to get this out the door. Another dimension that was totally unexpected that I didn't expect to happen on a personal side was I've been building a new house in order to be able to deck out my home office to be like this, so I can do all these videos and churn out all this content. And through, construction industry, supply chain issues due to COVID, COVID vaccine and illnesses, all that type of stuff, it really slowed down our construction. And we actually ended up moving into the house 8 months behind schedule. We were planned to go into towards the first half of last year, and we didn't move in until the end of November. So only really been in here for just like 2 odd months now, maybe a bit more, 2 and a bit months. But we haven't, this was something that I had, it was part of my plan. We're going to get into this house. It's going to have this space. It's going to be able to churn out content. But it hasn't been the case, unfortunately. So that put us majorly behind schedule. Those two things combined have really just wreaked havoc on my ability to really deliver the courses to you as quickly as possible and when I really initially intended to. So I apologize for that. The good news is, however, is that we are close. I'm close to doing my first drop of 3 courses, which will be Prioritization Essentials, Stakeholder Management Essentials, and the first 90 days. I decided to prioritize the first 90 days because I know there's a lot of layoffs happening, and I want to be able to give something for those who do finally manage to get a new job and to get that out in the market early. In the upcoming weeks, you should hopefully see all of that go live. You should hopefully get more, see more from me about that and more information around that. I want to also extend a big thank you to everybody who has pre-registered for Product Pathways. Thank you very much. Your support has actually meant a lot to me, and I apologize for not giving you any comms for a long time. Your support has really meant a lot because what you've really helped me do is actually work out whether the value proposition is resonating and whether this is actually going to be of something of value to people and whether I'm heading in the right direction with this. So I thank you a lot from the bottom of my heart. Also, I want to thank everyone who upvoted a course on the public roadmap. What ended up happening about 6 months ago was when I realized I was behind schedule is, again, another silent launch. I put a public roadmap up on the website and I made it as a Trello board, and you can upvote items on it. And basically I started to just use the time to gather a bit more input into what courses should happen in what order. So thank you everybody who has actually gone in there and upvoted for all those things. For those who haven't, please just go to productpathways.com. You can see roadmap will be up in the menu up the top. Click on it. Vote for the course that you would love to see be dropped ASAP. And I'm basically going to be working off that priority order, or at least taking it as a major input into the order that I do courses. And as you see these drops happen over the next couple of months and into the future, because I won't stop, I'll keep making them. they'll be working off that priority order. So if something's of interest to you, please upvote it. That way I can actually deliver to you in a timely manner. And for anybody watching this or reading this who had not pre-registered, please do. I'm going to be sending comms out. You'll be able to hear about things and hear about the updates. And I am sure that I'm going to be dropping a discount to everybody who has been pre-registered for the first drop. There might even be a free course or two up for grabs. Finally, I know I said thank you a lot. I want to thank you all again for your support and your patience. I cannot thank you enough. I've been working really hard on this. It's just taken me a lot longer, a lot of unforeseen events, which has been unfortunate. But I really look forward to dropping the first lot of courses, getting that first lot of feedback from you all, and really starting to iterate and adjust and start to deliver even more courses and more meaningful impact to everyone. So thank you again, and I look forward to speaking soon.